Alright, I gotta do some more recording here. So, we're gonna do that. Oh, did it do it again? I don't wanna see my video! Stab it! Alright. Just making sure. Oh yes, everything is copacetic. Okay. So, we need to do some more recording here, so that is what we're doing. And we're gonna do this shot. I'm kind of hoping I can actually explain this properly when I'm getting to that point. Sure is interesting. So this one is the back. Yeah, this is the back. Oh, I just realized something too. Maybe? Did I do that? I need to make sure that it's not gonna like go crazy on me. Make sure I don't have, yes, good, okay, we're good. Alright, no autofocus. It is focused where I want it to be focused. So this goes to the front, this goes to the back. That's what we're doing. We are going to mark our centers. Mark our center down here. So, before we attach it, we have to machine baste the skirt. We got the lining all set up and ready to go. Oy. Yay, basting! This needs to be a little bit slimmer. Here. Trying a thing. So for the machine basting, I'm trying a thing where I backstitch at one end so that that should remain solid, and I'm just going to stitch to the center mark that I made. We'll see if this works. We're leaving that loose. Loosey-goosey. Keeping some tails. And then we're going to start again from the center to the end. This fabric, it's so pretty. Alright, so before I continue on, we need to pull these strings like there's no tomorrow, and hopefully the one end should remain pretty solid because I backstitched on this side, so I'm just going to pull this. need to. So I backstitched in the center too. Hopefully it's not gonna get pulled out. Almost there. Okay, so now it is totally pulled. We're gonna do this guy. And all I want to do is match up the two ends and the center, and then once it's under my presser foot, then I'll go ahead and distribute everything. And we're going to sew on this side, so I want my pins to be on this side. Hey, Neko! Yay, you made it! Thank you for coming! How have you been? I mean, I do notice your activity once in a while on the Discord, so that's cool too, but I'm glad that you made it to one of my streams. I am figuring out a puzzle. Just turn that down a little. So I'm figuring out this puzzle of how to apply a full lining to something that has partial shirring in the back. So that's what we're working on. And I'm also recording it because this is the Modes for You collab, so I need to make sure I have enough video that I can eventually edit through. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Doing okay? That's good. We're all busies. All right. Oh, whee! Oh yes. I'm kind of trying to talk through this while I do it. See if we can make sure that this gets stitched down. Oh, you know what? Oh, really? Well, in order for these seam allowances to stay down, I did notice that on the piece that I'm looking at, I have a reference here. I have a Baby the Starshine Bright dress that has a full lining in it with a partial shirring in the back. Would an interlining help with the shirring panel? I don't want it to be too thick because it does have to be pretty stretchy, and I don't want it to like scrunch up and be bulky. So the only thing that's in between the shirring or the shell and the lining is the elastic itself. But yeah, so and that's how I see it. When I turn it inside out, I have the baby dress here. When I turn it inside out, that's what it looks like. I am going to top stitch this though, so that this remains facing that way. So, because we want to be able to enter into the casings that we'll eventually make. And I don't want it to be caught under my my feed dogs here when it's coming through when I'm attaching the skirt. Because I already did that once with the lining and I have to fix it now. But I did notice that on the baby dress it is top stitched. So that's what we're going to do too. We're top stitching. Yeah, so there's like this little puzzle piece thing that I'm trying to figure out in being able to put in a full lining, and it's attached at just the shirring panel waistline in a certain way, turned inside out, and then with the skirts rolled up in between the shirring panels, the back bodice panels, and then turned inside out, turned back right side out. And then we put the casings in. So I'm trying to use that as my reference and follow like what they've done here. Okay, that's not going to work because that is not close enough to my my line here. Okay, we're gonna have to change the perspective a little bit. So, hello, hi. So I'm gonna move this camera down real quick so that hopefully, maybe with some luck, I don't know, I may have to move it a little closer. Maybe you'll be able to see how close I'm actually going to try to do this top stitching. So first of all, I need to move that to the center so I can see the line. And I am doing what's called a needle's width away from this seam right here where we already put in our scallop loops. I'm going to start it with putting my needle down. That's a little too close. It's like a few millimeters. So with any luck, okay, there we go. So I just want it to be a few millimeters away to keep that seam down on the inside. And I also need it to be a little loose too. When I finally put the elastic in, it has to attach to something, and it's going to attach to that seam allowance. Alright, little fella. We got this, we got this, we got this. Yeah, we got this. Okay. It's a very fine top stitch. So that's pretty much what it looks like too on the baby dress. Welcome, guys! I'm so glad you're here. This is the exciting part, I think, because I think we're about to perform some magic, if you ask me. Then again, I just love this. Even if it's frustrating sometimes and I have to walk away screaming, cursing, and doing all sorts of unsavory things. But I do enjoy it. Very, very fine. Super fine top stitch. Okay, there must be something under this. Okay. I think my pedal is getting caught. It isn't allowing me to go faster than that. There we go. Okay, very nice. Oh god, wish me luck, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just kind of trying to guesstimate here. Mouselin, are you still there? Sorry. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's do this. So you can sort of see now what I'm doing. Yeah, that's a very nice top stitch, if you ask me. And maybe you didn't, but I'm telling you anyway. I'm sorry I got Numa Numa stuck in your head. I'm sorry about that, but it is a good song. I like it. Oh, that's so pretty. Alright, Finn. Now we go back to this. And we're going to just make sure we fasten the ends and the center. Ah. Oh, my pull strings, they're so long. Oh, that's funny. Well, I already made a mistake, but it's alright. It's not detrimental necessarily. I think we'll be fine. I realized my anchor points are in the wrong direction. We're just gonna have to work with it though. Okay, back to this. I'm gonna set this under the presser foot. I'm just gonna try to get it just below the basting. It's great. It'll be fine. Let's see. Aha! I have my all. Hello, my love. How are you? We're making magic over here. Ah, everything's fine. It didn't break. All right, so I got. Let's do. I'm gonna bring this camera back down so you can see this. So here I have extra, and all I did was just like cinch this as tight as it could get so that I'll fit it inside the part that needs to be sewn. And then as I have it set, I stitched a few stitches just at the end here, and now I am going to try to release it. See, and I did this the wrong way, so the anchor now is on this side when I needed this to be loose and this side to be anchored. Go me! So smart. So that's what was supposed to happen, and I forgot that it needed to be the other way. Okay, it's releasing. The needle is down for good reason. Okay, now it's fine. I just need to. We're okay. We are okay. All right. So from here, I'm just gonna squish some of this gather right under there. And keep going. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Kind of working on evenly distributing all the gathers, and then hopefully I can just go for it. Alright, so we'll do this time. Great, busy. Ooh, magic! I have my class schedule. Oh, you do? How many classes? Just the one, like you said? One class, calculus. Oy vey. That sounds intimidating. But again, that's me. For some reason I want to say calculon. Oh, calculon! Yes, well, I am a silly person. see how well this works. Okay, so we have a thing. We did a thing! Let's get this back. Oh, cats, they might die. Let's see, did I get this one, and I took that one out. Okay. All right, so here now is the back with this attached appropriately. This one, oh, I need to fix this because that seam allowance went the wrong way. Awesome. Let's see here. Just kind of need to go back over that section real quick. Oh, Cal! And usually you don't want to sew with the ruffles, the gathered side down, but we're just doing a small section here, so it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so that's this one. Now, once this video is concluded, I probably will take a week off of streaming so that I could edit this. Oh, that looks pretty, doesn't it? But yeah, this is going to take a little bit of time, and I should probably dedicate my attention to doing that instead of trying to divide my attention unnecessarily. Okay, so we have our skirt with the shirring panels and the back panels. All this is the whole back that's constructed out of the shell. We have the lining all set and ready to go. So all I would have to do now is do some finishings, and then afterward we're going to close up the side seams to attach the front. So for this, so here we would do the top first, and on the other dress there is no side seam. There's one side seam and not two, so this has two side seams. So on the other dress, more than likely what happened was they would have put together the front and the back with the skirts, leaving one side seam open, and then finished it from there. So I'm sure there is some finagling that can be done, but until that happens, you know, maybe it is smarter to try to do that, because then you have an even side here. So this is going to be, this is where the side seam will attach. This is where we're going to have a zipper. So this is the back. This is where the zipper is going to be. Yes, Cal, my lovely little cat is begging for food. Hey, Mouselin, gotta go get dinner. Have a good night, everyone. Hey, thanks for stopping in. We'll see you later. We'll catch you on the Discords. Huh. Do I want to do that, though? we'll try it this way. We'll try it this way first. So for this means that we need to close up the top. We would do it the same way as the other dress if we were applying a lace all the way around the top portion of the bodice, but we're not doing that. So for this instance, we're just going to charge ahead and go this way. Oh yes? You're not going to relinquish my chair until I feed you? Is that what's happening? Oh my god. You're so spoiled. Yeah. Come on. I know you're starving. Spoiled rotten. Alright, where was I? Right. Let's see if we can get through this part. So once I figure all this out, like I said before, hopefully the next one will be a lot faster, because then I'll just have an idea of what needs to be done next. Until that happens, we're doing it like this. So, okay. So now I have right sides together. And really what I should have done is this should be this should have been the side facing the body, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It is a jump skirt, so there's going to be layers in between one's body and the dress itself, so I'm not too concerned. But still, I think the dull side should have been facing the body, so whatever flashes out from under the skirt would be the pretty side. So for this, we're going to go 1 centimeter across the top, which we had done before, but then I took it apart because reasons. No, that's your dogs right now. They're like begging for food. Yeah. It happens. So I just realized too, I may have to undo this end right here that I started because I need room for the end of the zipper to go in. It's fine though, I can undo it while I'm doing it, but usually we try to keep like about 1 inch open, unsewn, if it's going to have a zipper inserted into it, because it just makes it easier to install the zipper. So, okay, we're doing it like this, making sure my seams are lined up. Hopefully everything's fine. This is experiment mode right now. Like I said earlier, I am pretending to be the sample maker before this is put into production. This is what they would do. They would take their time, break down the order of operations, and then write it all down on a form so that the operators, the sewing operators, know what to do in what order. So the sample making process always takes the longest because there's figuring out that needs to be had. How to do this the most efficient way. And then it just becomes so much faster. Which is actually, it's why sample making is or having samples made of your product is the most expensive. Because there's all the analytics that go into how to put this in production. Okay. So, we did this. I'm still recording, that's good. Alright, guys. So I need to press this, I think, before I do my magical stuff. And then we're gonna puzzle this out together. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we got. So this is now sewn up on the top. So my idea was to open this up. We're gonna roll the skirt into the center, right here, like that. We're gonna do the same thing for the bottom of the skirt, rolling this up. We're gonna take the bit in between and just sew along the seam allowance, trying to match up the seams that we've already got. So it's all in a little bag right now. I'm not worried about what's going on inside because we're going to put in the casings after this part is closed. This is going to be the bottom of our bottom casing. That's my theory. This is my theory right now. I am just experimenting with how this dress that I was looking at could have possibly been put together. So I'm going to try to match these guys up. Put one of my long pins. Is that a long pin? I have these lemon heads, so I'm going to use this. Hopefully it's, yeah. I'm using like serious quilting pins because there's so much bulk in here right now. And you would only do this if you have a full lining with a partial shirring like this too. So there's really no other reason. If you just want to do your stuff like it came out of a factory, this is probably what you would end up doing. I do have my centers already marked when I put in my my skirt, so I can line those up. Those should match. The centers should match to each other. So we're gonna do this. Okay. All right. So my bag is done. And I'm so glad I'm recording this because if I ever forget, I'll at least have this video. If this works, that is. So we'll see. Let's see if this works. All right, we're gonna try this now. We're gonna sew our section of a shirring panel here, starting as close as we can. I do want to try to match the previous seam line where I've attached the skirt, but not exactly on it. I'm going to try to, so I have my needle down now and I'm pulling out the first pin because I don't need to sew over that pin. There is so much bulk going on right now. Okay, everything is pretty lined up and I'm going to just follow just below the seam line where I attached the skirt, and of course always back tack. So it's gonna follow pretty close. I'm mostly attaching it to the seam allowance. All pretty much, I don't want to have any curling. Okay, I'm pulling out the next pin. You know, I usually sew over my pins, but because of the amount of bulk that we're working with, I don't want to risk it. And I really should be using my walking foot for this. But here we are. Out the last pin. Okay, almost there. Neat. Let's see how it looks. Are you excited? I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm a little nervous and I'm excited, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna work. pretty sure. I think. I hope. Maybe. Okay, so this is now sewn closed just here, and we should be able to pull this inside out. Right, looking good, nice and clean. So no stitch lines showing on the outside. It just looks like a nice, clean, continuous seam. This is still open, so that when we attach the front pieces, we'll just make sure to match it up to the seams here. It's going to have a pocket on this side. I mean, with any luck. I don't know if this is going to work. So the idea is that it's open here and open here. So we should still be able to turn this inside out and work with it. We're going to put in the casings. This needs to be pressed, of course. So, if my theory is correct, we should be able to attach lining to lining and dress to dress this way. Before I go crazy, because I may need to undo this for all I know. I'm going to set that aside for now, and we're going to work on the front. So here's the front. We already attached this side of the pocket. It's going to go on the right hand side, since, you know, majority of people are right-handed. No, don't mean to diss those left-handed folks. My best friend is left-handed, so we're just going to go with it. Okay, so here we have our nice little decorations. We can always embellish more later. Really, Cal? I swear to God, why do you do this to me? Okay, marking center. Hey, Sierra! Thank you! So we did the thing. Did you see the thing yet? We attached it here, turned it inside out, after rolling everything up inside of the cavity between here, and then it came out like this. So before I mess anything up, I want to make sure that I can actually attach properly or easily the lining to the lining and the shell to the shell when I have the front part ready to go. So this is the skirt lining for the front. This is the skirt shell. Ah, woo, yeah. Don't worry, I got it all on video. I'm gonna try to make it intelligible when I edit. Hopefully that'll be next week. If I finish this dress this week, I might take a week next week to do the editing. Because editing takes a lot of energy. I don't know if you knew that. Probably. Okay, so this time I'm not gonna fuck this up. I want to make sure that everything. I'm gonna do my basting on the wrong side this time. When I anchor it down here and I'm sewing on this side, once it's all gathered, it's gonna be anchored at the right point instead of the other way. Cause I'm a goofball. Okay, long stitch length. I'm gonna do this here. Did I forget to do that? I freaking did, didn't I? Oh, woe is me. I don't know if this will work. That's not gonna work too well. Close enough. It is tedious. Yeah, I've got some videos I need to edit and noping on it just now. Yeah, I mean, It's one thing being able to do it. It's another thing like really wanting to. It's hard to like commit yourself to, because you know how much work goes into it. Some people have teams of people working for them. Getting motivated for it is tricky too. It is. My motivation for this project, I kind of just, I have to bite the bullet and do it, because this is a collab with a company that I would like to have a good relationship with. So I want to be able to show them that I'm reliable, and that can be hard. When you know you're good at it, but like you also know that you're not exactly the most motivated person. And so having the obligation and the expectation there from someone else usually is the thing that puts a fire under my ass. And I hate to put it that way, but it's, it's true. I'm a terrible self-motivator, but when other people are depending on it, it's a little bit easier to just do it, Especially on things I need to refilm for the 4th time. Oh no, that's so hard. When you know you have to redo all that hard work and like you'd rather just throw up your hands and go, no, I'm not doing this again. That's hard. I think that's the hardest, if you ask me. Okay. So we're doing... So this time I'm going to pull the bobbin string, and I have it going the right way this time. So my anchors are here and here. So I anchored it so that I can pull it all the way without risk of having it get eaten. Okay, so that is all pulled tight, and then we're gonna go here for the other side. Come back. Getting it done in daylight too. Spring is coming though. I have some Easter fabric that I've had for years now. I've made Easter dresses before, but I've had this particular fabric and I've wanted to do Easter stuff with it. So I gotta think about that. Having a stream makes it a little easier to like get things done. I got things done before, but never as quickly as I do now. At least I don't think so. I think I've improved on my speed. My expediency, if you will. Just because, like I said, with the expectation of others, it's more of a motivator for me. So I find myself more motivated to actually work when I know that people are keenly interested in seeing the finished product. It's like it's a bit of a gratification thing as well, as I do have a problem. I'll admit I have a problem with it. Like, I need sometimes I need gratification and praise, if you will, but I also do like to share just in general. My workshop doesn't have very good lighting, so I rely on daylight hours. Oh yeah, streaming helps me too. Bad internet and my brother stealing my setup doesn't help much there. Oh no. And you stream? I need to follow you. Did I know this? Should I have known this? Did you tell me this before and I'm a terrible person and forgot? No, you've not said it before. Oh, good. Well, I assume it's on Twitch that you stream. Most people do that. Most people stream on Twitch. All right, little fella. All right now. You're all right. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be just fine. I need to get back into doing it. YouTube, actually. I run a potato, so it doesn't much like Twitch. Aw. I am still interested, though. I like supporting my friends. Especially if they sew. Concentrating. Concentrating. What's that? Okay. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. This should be interesting. Do, 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 do. We got shell front done. Shell front. Well, tomorrow I'm taking my serger if they tell me that it can be fixed. And if they tell me that it can't be fixed or it's going to cost more than it would be to get a new serger, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a new serger. Your donations will not be in vain. It's also another thing too, the last time I had my serger serviced, it took 2 weeks before I got it back. I'm not looking forward to that. So I guess we'll just find out. Just wait and see. Ah! Get off. Where are we at? 4:30? Not bad. Okay. Here's the adorable front. I am so excited about this dress. I don't know about you. I would like to be able to make more of these because I think this is a really good go-to jump skirt pattern. And with a little bit of embellishment, it could be really nicely decorated and spiced up. The same way that I showed with the Baby the Stars Shine Bright. If we had the same thing, like a little decorative ribbon coming across this way, maybe a flouncy ribbon across the top with a centerpiece made of flowers, that could be really cute. And actually, I could probably put together a nice little rosette or something that could be a centerpiece for this dress. So that might be something I can think about. Now the next bit is doing the lining. So here we have lining. And this is coming together pretty quickly. And please don't let me forget the straps. Like before I put the lining to the shell fabric, I have to remember to attach the straps where they need to go. Okay. We need to find the center. And it is here. It's not exactly where the crease is, so that's why I'm marking it. I mean, it doesn't really have to be exact because it's all gathered anyway, but yeah, it's good stuff to practice, I guess. Okay. Don't forget the straps, Carol. Thanks, Sierra. Very helpful. Bet you're laughing now, aren't you? Yeah, you laugh it. You laugh it up. You proud of yourself for that? Oh, I'm about to run out of bobbin thread. I'm not gonna play bobbin chicken. Bobbin thread chicken. No, I probably don't have enough. Yeah. Okay, good. Good for you. Have yourself an ice cream then. I'm running out of this lemon yellow color. Like, for real. I have none. Ate it yesterday. Well, that's just too bad. I have some. My boyfriend got me some, I don't know how familiar you are with Mexican sweets, but I have a favorite. Hang on, I just put that up. We have ice cream, you know, like paletas. They're little ice cream on a stick. Usually fruity flavors. My favorite is coconut. So I get this really yummy coconut on a stick ice cream. Coconut ice cream on a stick. Okay, same thing. We're going to do it on the wrong side up. Make sure that I actually have my notch in the right place. There we go. honeycomb. Ooh, that sounds good. You know, I love honey and I love ice cream, and I've had honey on ice cream before. Does it actually have real honey on it? Because one thing I noticed about it is that the honey hardens to the point where it's like chewy taffy on the ice cream, and it kind of made it a little bit inedible for me. Or is the honeycomb just like the flavor and it has like maybe bits of honeycomb in it? I love all kinds of ice cream. I've never tried savory ice cream. I think that's a thing in Iran. It's very popular. Like saffron ice cream with pistachios. Yep, real honey and some crystallized honeycomb too. That sounds mighty tasty. Only way I'll eat vanilla. You don't like vanilla usually? Otherwise, I'm lemon sorbet. You know, it's interesting. I kind of feel it's almost the same as me with cucumber. I don't like cucumber. I actually abhor cucumber. I can smell somebody chopping cucumber from across the room, and I cannot stand that smell. I don't know what it is. It's something, maybe it's genetic for all I know, but everyone else in my family likes cucumbers. So, I mean, it could be just some weird mutant gene in me. You know, like how lavender tastes, or what is it? How coriander or cilantro, which are the same, tastes like soap to some people just because of a weird genetic mutation. But for me, it's cucumber. I don't like it, but I will eat it even if it's finely chopped in a tzatziki sauce. I love gyros, I love tzatziki sauce, and that's the only time I will have anything with cucumber in it. It's a really weird thing about me that makes no sense at all, but then again, humans are weird, and sometimes we just don't make sense. I prefer sorbet and ice creams to ice creams in general. It smells green. Grapefruit and passion fruit taste like soap to me. Pineapple too. Interesting. Yeah, it's just like some weird thing. Everybody has different taste buds. My personal preference, I love sour. I love sour. I've been eating lemons raw since I could get my hands on them. If I found them already sliced up in the refrigerator when I was like 2 or 3 years old, I'd be ravaging that refrigerator of all the lemons. I would just eat them. And it's probably really bad for my teeth enamel now, but still, I was like addicted to the taste of sour. And, you know, some people can't stand that. Some people are really like put off by the sour flavor of just about anything. So actually, grapefruit is one of my favorites. I love passion fruit flavor. I like pineapple. I don't know what it is, but it is what it is. There's not much we can do about it. But yeah, I've heard of the coriander tasting like soap. Lavender is a strange flavor to me. It's a lovely scent. I can smell it, and it's wonderful. But when it comes to tasting lavender, I can't help but be reminded of soap. Probably because lavender scented is in everything. As like a bath product. So I have a hard time with tasting anything that's lavender flavored, like lavender and honey ice cream or something like that. I can't really get past the idea. It's like, I'm smelling the lavender, I feel like I should be washing my face instead of eating this. Homemade lemon iced tea is really nice. That is really nice. And actually, you know what? I love lemon Italian ice. That is one of my favorite things too. I love that. So much thinking is being had here. So much with the thinking and the things. Lavender creme brulee is tasty. That is probably the exception. It's the ice cream that puts me off. I think I've had lavender creme brulee, and it is very, very tasty. Yeah, and don't worry about the spelling. It's okay. Oh, my. What are happenings in the Discords? I know, Cooleth was watching earlier. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, yes. Taobao is closed because it's Chinese New Year! It's the Lunar New Year. I want to celebrate the Chinese New Year even if I'm not Chinese because I think it's a beautiful celebration. We're going into the year of the rat, I think. So for all you rats out there in the good sense, welcome to your year. I hope it is fortuitous for you. What year were you born, Sierra? Do you know your Chinese zodiac animal? '91, you're a ram. I am the year of the dog. And at first I was not too happy about it. Like, why couldn't there be a year of the cat? And there's a whole anime about that. But the year of the dog, I'm like, a dog? I'm a dog? The dogs, as far as their zodiac is concerned, tend to be very friendly and loyal. So once I learned that, I'm like, okay, I can go with that. I'd love to be a cat, I know. So have you seen Fruits Basket? Are you familiar with anime? I'm not sure if you're into anime at all. Oh, good. Yay! They rebooted it and we're gonna have a second season this time, which is really nice. I may have cheated and read ahead a little bit as far as like what might happen, but I am pretty excited about the new Fruits Basket. I loved the original one, and I remember the story where apparently the fans of the show folded 1,000 cranes to get a second season because they were wishing, because if you fold 1,000 cranes you get a wish, is their idea, and then it didn't happen, but then they rebooted the series, so I guess it kind of worked. I watched that back in the day. Yes, that was my first foray into Fruits Basket as well. And then when I found out that they remade it, and it's so good. It's so good. I love it when she accidentally falls onto the opposite gender zodiac members. It's like, oops, I'm falling! And then all of a sudden they are the animal that they were born. And it was like, really? Like, how clumsy are you? Are you sure you didn't do that on purpose? And the brother that's a snake. He's so funny as a snake. He's, I think, adorable as a little snake. A little snake. Did I not do it? I guess not. It's okay, we could do this. Was he the fashion one? I think so. He's the one that is always, like, borderline flirting with Shigure, the dog one. He's the older brother of the you know, I forget their names, and you'll have to forgive me, but the rat one. He has a long white hair. I remember the cow showing the teacher his private hair. Will this be flagged? No, it's okay. To prove there were two colors naturally. Yes. I remember. He's actually one of my favorite characters too. I like that character. The cow. What happened? What happened here? Oh, got caught. Ugh. You know, this is taking a lot of brain power. I think that's what's making me tired most, is all the thinking that I've been doing, trying to figure out how this is gonna work. Because if I have this just all set, it's gonna be a lot easier. All right, get it under there. Stop messing with it. I'm gonna put this right there. Now we have needle down, and pull this up. You found a way around the sensor. I didn't know, like, private is a word, but there are some really weird censoring. I mean, you experienced it already. It's like, why would you censor this? What? This doesn't make sense. Seriously now, where are you? There you are. Aha! Got it. Nope, does not make any sense. Okay, here we go. I'll put this down. And we're just gonna go for it. Or die trying. The skirt for the lining is gonna be more full than the one for the shell because it's 60-inch fabric instead of 45. So I made it 2 panels just like the shell, but of course because it's wider, there's more fullness now. Great. It'll be fine. This will be fine. This is fine. Okay, also that's really annoying. I'm just gonna hold this. Stay straight. I really should be using my walking foot for this, but here we are. I'm not gonna change it out now. Hold up, I'm adjusting. There's a lot of floof in here. A lot of floof. Floofy. Okay, I think we might be okay. Okay, next section. Phew! Oy vey. Sure is interesting. There's so much floofy. It's so floofy. Eh. Thank you very much. I have no reason to be sneezing, but I did anyway. Okay. Yeah, so with the modes for you thing, because they're in Hong Kong, I'm assuming that they are also going to be celebrating their Chinese New Year. So I figure if I get this done now, by the time Chinese New Year is over, which I think takes like 2, almost 3 weeks of celebration, I figured that gives me enough time to finish both of the dresses, put together a thing. They want me to wait before I upload anything so that they can give me some stuff to say for, you know, promotional purposes, as you do. So, you know, timing, I think, will be good in this instance. Alright, this is looking alright. This is looking okay. So we got this bit. It's gonna look very nice. Straps. I'm gonna put this right here. Or is it right here? Maybe it's like right here. That makes no sense. So this way, when they go this way, they'll hug around the curvature of one's shoulders. It's usually what I do is I'll make sure that they cross in the front. They're gonna get buttonholes here, and I'll put buttons on the back side. Okay, so for my theory, if we had this way, here's the front, and then we have the back. This part is open. We would probably sew just a little bit above this. Is it gonna match up? How close are we? Oy. Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad. Might be another reason why you would do this all in one and then attach the lining. In any case, this will get done. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. It's break time. It is almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon for me. So I'm going to continue this project tomorrow. I feel like I actually did pretty okay. I did that one questionable thing that actually turned out pretty nice. This bit right here, where I sewed it with a nice clean line on the inside. And yeah. Although I think next time I might just do lining and lining together, shell and shell together, and then we can do the whole thing, because the whole thing can roll up inside of it. Just turn it inside out. So that's for next time, but that sure looks pretty, doesn't it? With that shiny. It's cheap satin, I know, but I did take measures to make sure that it's not going to unravel by reinforcing it with some interfacing. Okay, I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, so hopefully we'll see you back tomorrow, and I will continue with this guy. And yeah, more recording will be happening, so anything that anybody misses, it's all going to be rolled up together into something hopefully comprehensible. So in that case, thank you. Thank you. So for now, I will say adieu and have a wonderful evening. Good night, and we will see you later. Bye.